Coming at you from Tokyo, Japan. My name is Dave and this is my bearing press. And this is my Toyota Altezza. What are you doing today, Dave? Well, these are the rear arms from the Altezza and I need to change the bushes in them. Nah. I might not have put WD-40 on that one. It might be the only one I didn't get to with WD-40. Okay, I'm gonna do it by hand. The old-fashioned way. Like that, and we use the leverage. That's incredibly tight. Even if you wanted to, you can't get an impact to this, so you're screwed. Ah. Holy shit, that's so damn tight. Yo. DeWalt, baby. It wasn't doing shit and then suddenly it was. You saw how hard I was pulling on this bolt and it wouldn't move. This the DeWalt from the other side. Look at that. That's what the f I'm talking about. DeWalt, officially not a sponsor of this channel. They wouldn't sponsor this shit. Ladies and gentlemen, that is rotating. There it is. This one looks pretty straightforward. After what we've just witnessed. I mean, how tight are these damn things? Can we get it by hand? Unlikely. What if we kick it? No, probably just going to damage the hub on the other side. It doesn't want to move. There's no penetrating oil on it, and I don't think I've got any. All I've got's this shit, and I've never found it to be of any use whatsoever. It was $16.20, so double the price of WD-40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what I'm saying. Nothing. No, try the other one. Maybe we'll get lucky over here. There's a whole bunch of rust and shit pouring out of it. I think this is a gimmick and just doesn't work. Freeze and release. I feel like heat would work better. Still got 2 bars, 2 out of 3. So it's not a battery issue. That's the other thing about the DeWalt is the battery just lasts forever. Don't move into this neighborhood, it's noisy. Well, the whole thing just wants to move if you're trying to do this. Like, it's trying to roll away. No. Still no. Oh. As soon as I went from the other side, it came loose. That's incredible. I think this is a gimmick. There's your problem. This has got locking things on it. That's why it wouldn't spin. So that you know, go from the bolt side, not from the nut side. This will probably not put up any fight either. Yeah, there we go. Easy peasy. You just got to know the right way to do it. I think this is a gimmick. Unbelievable. Get the bush out, clean them up, paint them, put them back in. Got this bearing puller set. And for the first time ever, this is actually the correct size. So put that on there, like that. Put that on there, like that. This is a 24mm impact socket. It's pretty much the right size. It'll do. How do you know it'll do? Because I've done it before. This is number 2. And you just need to line everything up. And we just press. It makes a hell of a bang. Oh, we might be on the edge. Let's just release the pressure for a second. Try that. All right, ready for the bang? And there it is. There's another one. Ooh. And another. And another. And another. You get a bang, you get a bang. Everyone gets a bang. And it fights the whole way. You can see the bush coming out. It fights the whole way. And there it is. It's out. Drag that out of there. And you've got your 24 and your bush. Bush goes on the floor. But as I say, every time I've gone to use this, it's never had the right size. That's the first one that's been correct. Just to get all the loose shit off. Got them all sanded down. It's time to give them a wash. Just going to use some soapy water and yeah. How are you going to stop it from rusting? Well, I'll dry them real quick. Dry them off with a rag. Some tape in the end, and they're ready for paint. Get the hammer, tap it out. Do it with a file this time. Same trick, basically. Perfect. There you go. Look at that. All right. All you need, mate, is a bastard. All right, time for paint. I've got StrongFlex bushes. Those are the bushes that I need. So whack that in there. Put as much grease in the hole as possible. I didn't go over it with a wire wheel. Should I? My OCD is not going to let me continue without doing that. Now I have to take that grease off. Why though? I don't know. Someone told me that it's a good idea to use a wire wheel where you're going to install a bush. I don't know if it's necessary, but I trust that that person was telling me the truth. It's just this wire wheel, and it's just this. Why do you need to do that? I don't know. Take off any flaky rust or paint that's in here. I need to get some of that. Oh shit. Put this in here. Grab a bush from the pack. Part numbers will be in the description. Graze, some fet, some sma on here. I don't even know what languages those are, but they're good. Lots and lots of grease on here. Installing bushes is really difficult. No, getting bushes out can be really difficult. Installing StrongFlex bushes on the Altezza is extremely easy. Yep, and it's just rinse and repeat. Grab grease from pack, smear grease on bush, and then we push it in. That's it. Line that up with the hole, and then Armstrong it in. Plastic hammer. In. I don't know which one's left and which one's right. Is it actually gonna matter? Not really, no. There's no bend to it or anything, and they were never marked left and right, so I don't think it matters. These nuts have got these grippy sections on them, so you know you're not supposed to do them up with this. You do them up with the bolt. But there is a mark on here where the nut has been, so I should probably get that in the same spot, shouldn't I? The captive nut will be on the front there, because you can't get access to it otherwise. I think it needs to go in that way. Yeah, we're doing this the right way, because if the bitey nut was supposed to be on the front, we would see the marks from it. And there are no marks. All right, so for future me and for you, the marks on this go towards the front of the car.